All right, you all. I'm back on this Freedom Friday, and we've got a lot to talk about, you all. Welcome to Pearls of Eden. My name is Marilyn Acosta, and you all, have you all seen the latest interview with First Lady Jill Biden? She was on The View. Now, we already know The View is a setup for those who believe in a certain way to come and shout their truths from the mountaintop, but it's full of deception. You all, it was almost unbearable for me to watch the interview because the lies that were spouted out was just inconceivable. I'm going to let you all watch. We're going to break these clips down. But when I heard them say that, when I hear the First Lady say things like, our economy is doing well and everything is just peachy, it's like, what planet are you living in? And you all, when she had the audacity to say that, her husband can, talk so intelligibly and eloquently, and he keeps his thoughts together, and she wants everyone to see that it is him that, can put together a well-formed sentence, not President Trump, that Trump can't even put a sentence together. The delusion, the foolery that she would basically, it was like a switch, a swap she put on to what President Trump's character is and tried to put it onto her husband. And it's like, the American people are not stupid. This go round, the boogeyman is bad, it's not going to work. Orange man is bad, it's not going to work. No matter how strongly your efforts are to pull this man down, people are awake more than ever now. And you all, okay, just take a look at the interview.
A lot of fans out here.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, what a nice welcome.
They don't do it for everyone.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Well, welcome to The View. Welcome to the.
Nice to be back.
Nice to be back, and glad to see you.
Thank you.
Sunny is starting us off with questions.
Okay, Sunny.
Madam First Lady,
Jill.
I can't. I can't.
No, we were just instructed.
Respect.
Yeah, we were. Yeah.
Okay, this is just too much for me. This just makes you want to gag. I had a little throw up just come in the back of my throat because this is so unreal. This is so phony baloney. This is so fake. I could smell the fakeness a mile away, right? Like, we just want to show you some honor and respect, Madam Jill Biden. Would they have shown that same honor? Have they shown that same honor and respect to, say, let's just say, Lady Melania? Can you imagine all of the hissing and all of the rolling of the eyes that she would have gotten if she goes on to The View? Unbelievable, the fakeness.
Who said that?
The EP.
Right.
The country, in my view, and in a lot of views, is in a great place on so many fronts, right? Inflation has slowed, unemployment is down, the stock market is soaring.
Just hear that. The deception, you all. She just had the audacity to say that the country is in a great place economically. What planet are you on, lady? This is what I'm telling you all. The foolishness, the deception is on a level 10, and we're not buying it. Nobody's buying what you're selling.
We finally have movement with infrastructure, climate issues, but some voters are still worried about where America is heading. What message does the president have to give to make people get it that we are in a better place now?
Yeah. Well, we are in a better place now, and what you're saying is true, and we have to get out that message. Every vote counts. This election is important, and so we are going everywhere. We're meeting people where they are. We're meeting them in person. We're meeting them over the TV. We're meeting them in social media. We're not taking anything for granted because Joe has done amazing things for this country, and we have to get the message out.
And we're trying to help you. We're helping you. I heard you. One of the things that keeps sticking to him, which irritates me, is that about his age. His age. That really drives me nuts because I'm the same age as your husband.
Yes.
I'm reluctant to tell that, but because I want people to know this is what 81 is, okay? But I know, I have met him a couple of times. He seems right on top of it. I said to him last time he was here, do you work out? He said yes.
Yes.
Every day.
Yes, every day.
What do we have to do to tell people that the man is competent, alert, and doing the job? And it's not about his age. The other one is doddering and doesn't remember anything. And can't put a sentence together and has like brain farts in the middle of a paragraph.
She is got to be out of her mind. She is basically saying that Donald Trump isn't the one that can formulate a sentence. I hate to say this, but this is where we've seen President Biden fall several times. We've seen him in mid-air giving a speech and not be able to formulate a sentence, to lose track of what he was even saying. I mean, we have it on record. This is insane.
And they go after Joe.
Well, you know, this election is not about age because, like you're saying, I mean, Donald Trump's going to be, what, 78?
78, yeah.
And Joe's 81. They're basically the same age.
Right.
So, but it's about character. This election is about character. Yep. So you have two choices. You have my husband, Joe, who you all know, who has integrity. He's strong, he's steady, he's a leader, he's smart, he's energetic. Or you have chaos.
That's right.
Yes, or you have chaos.
Right.
That is absolutely hilarious yet frightening if she really believes that, you all. She basically, in this interview, you all, if you all listen, they swapped everything. Everything was in reverse. Everything that they said Joe Biden was actually what President Trump is. It was like a bait and switch. Do y'all see? They called evil good and good evil. Pay attention, you all. It's right in front of your face. And I was just looking at the comments because I go straight to the comments. And, you know, this was on the View's website. And the comments, you all, were incredible because people are not buying the bait. Let me just take a look at these comments. People were like, no, inflation, the economy, everything that we're seeing is skyrocket high. And they're not taking the bait. All of the comments, 98% of those comments, you all, as I was going through, were not in support of Joe Biden, but were actually in support of President Trump. We are going to see landslide victory. I believe that, you all. And also, I believe we're going to see a great reversal. What they meant for evil is going to be turned for good for President Trump.
Well, Dr. Biden, the first presidential debate is less than a month away, and we've debated at this table. There have been people that have thought President Biden shouldn't even debate President Trump just due to the fact that Donald Trump will gaslight, he overtalks, yes. There are no guardrails. So
he stalks.
I happen to believe it's really important, more than ever, to have a debate with guardrails. What is the strategy that the president has going into this? Any tips you'd have for a debate that we could pull off where we could actually hear our candidates?
No, they've built that in where they're going to turn off those mics so that somebody can't ramble or scream at somebody. Not that my husband would be the one doing that.
This is a sham because they're basically wanting to put training wheels on this debate. They want to have all of these things in place so that Joe Biden has this set up to look like he is functional. And I think this is really sad because what Joe Biden and so many are doing to this man is really elderly abuse. He cannot even formulate a sentence, God bless his soul. He can barely walk, he's shuffling around, but yet you want to put him on the American people as everything is okay, as if we don't have eyes to see. This is what is so concerning, the deception that they're trying to play right before the American people. And this is why President Trump is like, hey, I want a drug test because I want to make sure that he's coming in at his own cognitive ability and is not hyped up on anything, because you all saw the State of the Union address. Whatever they had him on, he was hyped up to the sky, right? He wants it to be fair, but yet, they are having all of these guidelines, they're having all of these things, for what, we can't have an audience, you can't say this, you can't do this. Everything is so tightly woven so that he can seem as though he is functional. This is insane. They are even, canceling people from coming to the DNC. What are we doing? Because they're afraid that no one's going to show up to support President Biden. They're afraid that the fanfare that they're going to get is protests. So they just cancel anybody from being able to participate in DNC. You all wake up. This is insane. Let's keep watching.
And so that's already been negotiated. And, I think the American people deserve a debate because you need to see your choices. You need to see Trump and you need to see the president and you need to see the differences. And my husband's, and you're going to see how smart he is and the experience he has. And then you'll see somebody who, like you're saying, I'm going to use Joy's words, can't put a sentence together.
Right.
And everything is beautiful and it's wonderful.
Tremendous.
Big league. Yeah, tremendous.
Yeah.
So I think the American people deserve to see the two men who are running for this office because your choice is going to be clear.
Yeah.
Well, that might be the truest statement that the First Lady has made this entire interview. That the choice will be so clear. It will be day and night. And it is my prayer that this debate shows everything that American people need to see in order to cast their vote for Donald Trump in November. Because this right here is a sham. And it's a shame, a crying shame. But those of us who are willing to sound the alarm and stand up for truth, we will not be silenced. And you shouldn't be either.